Hello everyone. It's now been 3 weeks since our churches were closed and we were unable to meet for Mass. And these, I know, have been traumatic weeks for many. Many have been sick and some have died. Thankfully, so far, we haven't heard of very many who've been sick, who are regulars at Farm Street, just a handful. And thankfully, so far, we've heard of no one who's died. However, many that I've spoken to over these last 3 weeks have continued to express what must be a very common experience of anxiety, uncertainty, and fear. The first major challenge for us as the church has been keeping in touch with our scattered community. So I sincerely hope that these messages are getting through and they're helping. The Jesuits who serve Farm Street all very much miss you and want to be of as good a service as you as we can possibly be at this time. I hope you've been receiving emails which have been going out regularly to all those who've registered, have been accessing these videos and audio messages, and also have been able to participate at Mass through the live streaming, which is now working. We're now embarking on Holy Week. A Holy Week surely we'll never forget. I hope that at this time especially we can come together as a scattered community to pray for our world in crisis, as we recall again the events which are the basis for our Christian faith. I'm standing here in the Pietà Chapel at Farm Street, which many of you know so well. And Andrew White's painting of the Pietà expresses something of the anguish and the tragedy of the cross. Many indeed come here to pray and to reflect, and I hope, to receive some real comfort. But when we think of the cross, we do so with the gift of faith and hope that the cross is not the end of the journey, but leads to the new life of the resurrection. Life after this crisis will go on, but I suggest it may well seem quite different. It won't just be the same old, but as we're going through a time of great anxiety, of suffering, perhaps, if I may dare to make the comparison, maybe we've been even experiencing the cross. We look also for the glimmers of hope of new life. Here at Farm Street too, that's been the case. There have been far more offers of help here than those who've asked for help. Far more offers of helping those who are in need than those who've actually asked for help themselves. We've been asking if people would like a regular phone call, or if you're living locally, doing some shopping for those who would like this. If you still would like this kind of help, please do let us know, as we have plenty of willing volunteers. Those locally too who are helping the homeless, we can also volunteer to be part of that service. A group of homeless organisations, together with Caritas and St Patrick's Soho Square, have set up a food service for the many homeless who, although accommodated in hotels, have no food. And the churches have been picking up the need to supply where the gaps are there. We're very grateful to Claridge's who've volunteered to keep that food service going. And we're looking now for volunteers. I stress you must necessarily be within short walking distance of Soho Square. Volunteers to serve food and for men to register the guests. If you can help with this, then please let me know. So in the midst of this crisis, there is indeed a new generosity, a new humanity, new life and hope. So as we begin Holy Week, may I invite you at home to reflect again on those great events which are the basis of our faith. As through the cross, we look towards Easter Sunday with hope. Please do follow us in the church online. We've kept the times of the Easter Triduum as the same as if we were celebrating together in person. Just go to our website and click on the live stream link and you'll be in joining us live. And please do keep in touch with our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram feeds, and indeed our emails. Most important, please do keep suggestions coming of how we continue to gather online, be it coffee mornings, prayer groups, discussion groups, whatever. The Parish Pastoral Council, coordinated by Stephen Fashada, and George McComb in the virtual office at home will be able to help you there as well. Finally, may I make one necessary request, please. As we obviously have no collections in the church at this time, we hope you'll consider continuing to support Farm Street Church at this time of crisis. We accept donations through our website, www.farmstreet.org.uk/support. And if you have any queries and you're not able to use the service very easily, but it should be very simple, all the links are there, then please contact our finance officer at farmstreetfin@rcdow.org.uk. Your donations will enable Farm Street Church to meet the costs of the upkeep of the church at this time while serving your needs remotely through virtual means. They'll make it possible also for us to be ready to welcome you back when this crisis comes, as indeed it will, to an end. Thank you. Above all, however, may I wish you a blessed and hopeful Holy Week for you and your loved ones. You can be assured that the Jesuit community here is praying for our scattered congregation daily, and indeed miss you very much. May these days, these weeks of suffering, anxiety and uncertainty lead us to a new life and hope and love of the risen Christ.